Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. The price of silver has been relatively low lately, so I'm going to share my perspective on what's going on, why prices are like this, but also teach you guys how to capitalize on these markets when markets are moving up and down very rapidly, a very volatile market lately in the world of precious metals. So let's talk about it. Silver's price is around $17.52 right now, and that's pretty low, especially when we saw $19.50 silver a couple months ago, not even. So what's happening? Well, obviously I've made several different other videos talking about this. I'm not going to explain too much, but there's just a lot of different things, whether it's the dollar strengthening, stock markets becoming more profitable, U.S.-China trade wars renegotiating, all of that, all the above is going to be influencing silver and gold's price. The dollar strengthening is one of the main influences right now, which is actually pretty ironic because silver is technically, pegged to the dollar with spot price, but I would think that silver would want to move with the dollar, not pull apart from it, from this, this push and pull type mechanism going on. If you want to hear more about that, I did make a video a couple hours ago going into that whole rant about it. But anyways, let's talk about silver's price, because that's where the real important stuff is right now. Now, as an investor, whether you're investing into the paper side of it, the digital side of it, the ETF side of it, or you're in the physical bullion side of it like me, you can still be, capitalizing off of these prices. Silver's low right now, which means you can buy it for cheap. Why not? I mean, it was just $19.50 a couple months ago. So right now, all it is a sale. You can get your silver for cheaper, especially if you're in it for the longer term like I am. I'm not looking to be selling my silver for 15, 20 years down the line. So I really am not worried about the price being high right now. I would rather the price be cheap so I can accumulate more silver, lowering my dollar per cost average, helping out my stack, accumulate more ounces for as cheap as possible, especially if it stays this way going into the holidays. It could be extremely, extremely nice to just really stack up a lot of silver for pretty cheap. It's like going to the discount store right now. Just think of it like that. It doesn't mean the markets are dying. It doesn't mean that silver is going to bottom out. It doesn't mean you've lost all your money, and don't go panic selling right now just because the price is low. It doesn't mean it's going to keep going lower. Obviously, silver has some fundamental value. It has intrinsic value. There's a foundation stacked upon it, no pun intended. It's built upon a foundation, so it's not just going to crash because there is real value used in this asset. It's not like something else that could potentially crash and burn, which we've seen before. So, speaking on this, right now, you definitely want to be keeping a pulse on the market, and if you are buying, right now probably is your best bet because it is extremely low. Even when it was $18.50, I was okay with buying, because you got to think about this. When it was $19.50, it easily could have kept going up. Now, obviously, the correction did happen, which I mentioned, but still, the opportunity that's arising with silver, especially going into the next year, is extremely high. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to see $25 silver coming soon, and we did see a glimpse of it and how fast it could happen. I mean, when the U.S.-China trade war stuff started going on, we saw silver skyrocket out of the blue, and that's how easy these markets can change, from the flick of a finger. It really can switch that fast. So you definitely want to be on the lower end of the buying spectrum if you are going to be, or if you're thinking about stacking. Now, I'm holding off a little longer because I am saving up most of my money to be buying buying in bulk around the holidays, because there's all the Black Friday sales going on, and that's really where I'm going to be capitalizing on, because usually the 2020 pandas are out by then. I know the new lunar years are coming out, and there's a lot of really cool coins that I want to stack, but instead of paying the high premiums for them earlier into the year of next year, I buy them around the Black Friday sales because I'll get them for around the same price I get my American Eagles. So it's just my way of capitalizing on that really cool deal that, comes once a year. But the thing is, you can also be stacking your bullion right now, because yes, high premium silver is beneficial, but right now, take advantage of this low spot price. You could be buying your generic silver, your American Eagles, for extremely, extremely low, because regardless if spot price is high or not, your pandas are always going to be around that set price of that $21, $22, $23 range. But your American Eagles right now, you can get for $17, $18, especially if you go to your local coin shop. So take advantage of that. take advantage of the sales, take advantage of the prices, and capitalize off of it. This is how you, even if you got into silver, let's say you got into silver around that $19.50 range, and you're a little upset because it did correct pretty fast, and now you're in the red. Well, this is your chance. This is really your chance to make up for that. Because yes, your overall stack averages probably around $19.50 per ounce, but this is your chance to lower that. And then going in the future, you're middling it out, you're evening it out to around the $18 range. And then in the future, once silver goes higher, of course, it's going to be in the $20 again. I mean, don't forget silver was $50 in 2011, not even 10 years ago. So if you're in this for at least the 5-10 year range, you're going to be making some nice profits. I don't want to be a silver pumper. I'm not saying silver is going to be $100 by 2025, but the potential and the opportunity is there, so make sure you do capitalize on it. What is your strategy right now moving forwards should be the main question you're asking yourself. Reflect upon this. It's a very individual type of investment. Silver stacking is something that you're going to have to adjust, adapt to, change your game plan from time to time, but also reflect upon yourself, because it is easy to get distracted. With prices right now, maybe you're not as focused on silver. Maybe you're going into gold. Maybe you're going into real estate. Maybe you're going into stock markets. Maybe you're going into cryptocurrency. Maybe you're going to the ETF side of it. Regardless, you need to still stay focused on what your primary goals are. It's so easy to start getting distracted and drifting off and going in different directions, then all of a sudden you have a whole bunch of different assets that you have so many, you can't even keep focus on one or the other, and that's really where all the mistakes are made. Once you do that, it's really easy to get off track. So make sure I call it getting back to the basics, go back to your roots, and really reflect upon, why am I stacking silver? Where are my goals heading forwards? Because maybe you started off as a bullion stacker, you saw silver as silver, you wanted it just for the metal content because you believed that just the metal content of silver is where the real value is. But then you start seeing some of these nicer coins popping up, and next thing you know, your whole stack is filled with pandas and kookaburras and really high premium coins, and that's not even your main focus or your main goal. And that's not why you intentionally, that's not where you started. Now it can be good to diversify, and sometimes your stack just does adjust, but if you're not reflecting, it really is easy to go off track extremely fast, and it can cost you a lot of money, because a lot of times with those coins, if you don't have the resources, the time, or the patience to list those coins on eBay, to find the exact person that's willing to pay that price, you're going to have to sell them at your local coin shop for a lot cheaper than you purchased, and I'll tell you that much. So this is something I definitely recommend. Also, make sure you network. Go to your local coin shops. Figure out which types of coins each one buys. Every coin shop I've noticed is a little different. Like the one down my house about 15 minutes away, he's more of a silver is silver type guy. If I take pandas in there, he's going to give me the same price for a panda as an American eagle. He says they're both bullion coins. All you're doing is paying for the fancy design on it if you are going to be paying any premium. But then the other coin shop about 25 minutes from my house, he's more of a numismatic, collector, and he will pay me a little higher prices. So understanding which coin shops buy and sell which types of silver coins is going to benefit you a lot when it comes to selling. It could be the difference between your stack being profitable or being in the red. So, just being aware of your surroundings. Also pick their brain, see which coins they like to stack, because that should be the majority of the coins you stack, because then you can liquefy your stack at the snap of a finger easily. And that's really key when it comes to silver stacking, is liquidity. You want to be able to liquefy your stack extremely easy, because if not, you'll be stuck with a whole bunch of silver. It's going to be extremely hard to sell. It's going to be overwhelming. It won't even be worth it at the end of the day. And that's even if you get to making any profits at all. Think about eBay selling and all that. I've made videos about that. I don't want to go into that for the sake of this video's time, but it definitely is stuff to think about. Now, the price of silver right now is going to, I feel like for the end of we're going into next week, it's probably going to be high 17, low 18s. And then I feel like going into the next, couple weeks after that, we're going to see mid 18, maybe $19 silver again. And why is this? Well, I feel like the US-China trade wars are going up and down in a roller coaster. Right now, things are smooth. The dollar's going to start going back down once this stuff happens. Also, the oil fields that have been damaged still aren't getting installed. It's going to take several months. There's so many different things going on. The Hong Kong protests, the Iran tensions. There still is a lot of factors, whether it's environmentally, politically, economically, that are affecting prices. And these things go back and forth from good to bad, left to right, up to down, and it seems like everything is just chaotic and everything's out of place. And once things do go in the right, or I guess wrong direction, it's going to heavily affect silver's prices for the better. And that's why you shouldn't be too chaotic right now. Slow down, be patient, make rational decisions, because it is really easy when things are happening so fast in this market to make silly mistakes. So make sure you slow down, take a step back, reflect upon your goals, try to figure out your strategy, and you'll be set. But anyways, I want to wrap this video up here. I hope you guys did enjoy it. What do you guys think about silver's price right now? Do you think it's good that it's low, or do you want it to go up so you can capitalize and take out some of those profits? I'm curious what you guys think. Also, where do you guys think the price is headed in the future? Do you think silver is going to be, in that $18 range over the next couple of weeks, or do you think it's going to go higher or lower? And also, why? That's the most important thing, is I love hearing why you think the way you do, why your reasoning is the way it is. That's the most important part. It helps me. It also brings a new perspective for everyone else in the comments of my videos as well. It's extremely important. I do appreciate everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like this video if you did enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe, because I do post daily videos. I posted 2 other videos today, so make sure you guys go check those out. I know you guys are going to dig them. The first video, I was talking about the possibility of your silver and gold being confiscated from the government. It's a really, really interesting video. I know you guys are going to like that one. I went really deep into that whole world of silver confiscation and why it happens and how it could happen and if it would ever happen again. And then the second video, it's going to be a surprise, but I know you guys are going to dig that one as well. The 2 links will be in the top left and right hand corner. Also, make sure to subscribe with my Silver Slayer logo right there. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.